years of COVID, I've been the poorest minister in the country. Reason being, we have over 3,000 professional footballers playing in from minor league to the Premier League.
Yes.
And these footballers, they playing football 1 year and 3 months after the world started because they are using COVID as an excuse. Poor on the minister. You understand?
Yes. Yeah.
And then the entertainment industry was shut down. Was the number one, was the main industry that was affected by COVID. And for COVID ban to be lifted and for you to ban the festival competition, that's very, 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 very poor on the minister.
Yes.
And we should look out on her. I know she's been over the years as stalwart and she served Jamaica, but when she rang, she rang.
That's
you
true.
Have not been, you have not been giving anything to the entertainment sector. In fact, the field World Cup bid that just went on, she never tried to come in at not even one time to say, all right, we will try and pump some money in it. All right, we will try and have some meeting. All right, let me see what we can do. You understand?
Yeah.
I think she should be removed. I think her time is up now. You understand? We don't want new people with new ideas who don't have to follow no status quo
and
because I don't understand what she's doing.
Yes,
the entertainment industry has been licked very hard, and now is a time where these young men, they have in fact, everybody in Jamaica is entertainer.
Yes, that's true.
So we have over 1 million entertainers, and you get a chance to showcase 123 of them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you miss the mark.
Yes,
so
sir.
That's the thing.
All right, let us hope that somebody, we get some partners in the move. We've made a call and we've said it, but maybe we need to create some kind of structure that persons could upload their music, just, it's a consent form that we can play it and see if we can get a vibe going. Certainly at the community level, it can make a difference.
All right, thanks much.
You're welcome. Thank you too. All right, it's 8:30. We need to take a short break. Please stay with us. We're going to be right back.
Best FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
One in. A hurricane we name. How we rough. Whether we are man hurricane or woman hurricane. We want you to know that. We come up and mash up building, blow down things and just like flood out this. We no ram. We no respect no one. So no take no chance with we. Listen to Adprem and prepare. Hurricanes do happen, so be prepared. Yes, be prepared.
A message from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management.
Hey! Best 100 FM and the SOS Children's Village of Stony Hill presents an auction and telethon on June 23rd, 2022. You don't want to miss the sweet deals on designer vintage items, appliances, art pieces, and more. Go to our Instagram page at SOSVillage_auction and bid on your favorite items. That's SOSVillage_auction. Place as many bids as you can until June 23rd, the day of the event. Call us on the day to make pledges and other donations. Entertainment by the Morning Connection team. All proceeds will go to the SOS Children's Village of Stony Hill.
Veg Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Veg Printers, your best choice in printing.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best.
Good morning and welcome to the Morning Connection.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. I have to go quick because my credit must be almost finished.
Talk quick then.
Talk quick.
Yeah, so you, when I hang up, you can comment. First, yesterday, a gentleman mentioned about festival songs have to do with something about Jamaica.
Yes, it should be about independence.
Yes, and so the first several so festival songs didn't have anything at all to do with Jamaica or anything. And later on, one came named I Want a Woman to Jam. If you began what, I watched that, I want a woman to jam.
I remember that one.
Okay, good. So the first one was Bam Bam, 1966 by 2 centimeter. The second one was Baba Boom by the Jamaican, 1967. The third one was Desmond Decker, Intensified. Next one came 2 centimeter again, Sweet and Dandy. The next one came the one you say never hear, Whooped and Louis,
Boom Shakalaka.
Then that was 70. 71 was Cherry Baby. 72 was a tooth again, Pumps and Pride. None of those don't have anything to do with Jamaica or anything.
I agree. That's the point we were seeking to make yesterday.
All right, so let's continue. The point about the Bible now and things like that is the way we speak in those days. And you mentioned, when the man mentioned about
circle
and the circle.
Yes.
I think you should point out, I think it's Bongo pointed out to me, that what they were saying is that the earth was flat. So it would come in like a plate. Hello? It would
yes,
like a plate.
I know. That's why I asked him
yes.
if I...
So that, just a minute. So that is what he should have proved to the gentleman when he said he sit it on the circle. It could be like a plate and he could be sitting at the edge of the plate at the top.
Yes, yes.
And that, in fact, one of the Hebrew Israelite guy, I don't want to call his name, Shalom.
Yes.
They believe that that's the way the world.
That's how it's shaped.
And next point is you cannot go by what the Bible says. So, for example, you read where it mentioned from one end of the world to the next in the Bible,
yes.
and the world don't have any end.
Mm-hmm.
It mentioned also about from the sunrise until the sun sets, and the sun does not rise and the sun does not set.
Yes, yes.
The sun not moving.
Yes.
And lastly, when they said they command the sun to stand still, it's what they would say in today's day is that God stopped the time so that the daylight will be longer.
Some say it's an eclipse.
Well, we don't have time.
Yeah, we don't have time to peruse it.
The time was stopped so that more sunlight. It's like some part of the world where we have all
sunlight to 10 o'clock in the night.
You have 24 hours. You have 20 hours worth of daylight in some countries at certain time of the year.
Yeah.
So what the God did at that time was to lengthen the day. That's all it means. Lengthen the day so that they could fight and win the battle. So it did not. That's how we put it. It's like I was telling you already about a teacher who said that when they said that a man should not sleep with a man,
yes,
what it means is that you should not lie down in bed. What it really means that man should not have sex with a man.
Yes.
So when they said that he stopped the sun, what it really means is that he lengthened the day.
Well, that's the effect of stopping the sun anyway. The day would be lengthened.
Well, yes, but stopping the sun, it would seem as if the sun is moving.
Well, the focus is not on what happened, it is on that a man, through prayer, brought that into existence.
Yes.
That's the focus.
He commanded the sun to stand still, which means that the sun was moving, but the sun wasn't moving. So what he really did was to lengthen the day. That's what he should. Well, in today's day, that's what we would say.
That's what would be the effect. All right, thank you. Did you get your 1 minute reminder from the lady?
What's that?
Can you rush through it?
All right, okay, but I don't want to. All right, bye.
You don't want to get it. The lady said you only have 1 minute left. All right, okay. So interesting tour de force through the use of language and how it relates to our concepts of space. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Connection.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Miss Lynette.
How are you, sir?
Morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning, Pastor. And good morning to our listeners. My question, just to educate me a bit on the festival song. Can you say the reason why we don't Jamaica not having a festival song this year?
If we can educate you, we just saw it in the paper that they're not having a competition based on the entries and the quality of them.
The substandard quality
of them. They decided not to do the festival song competition.
And who is the person who decided on the qualities of the music?
There's a panel of about 5 persons that they are asked to do it.
That are responsible for it and have done it over the years.
Yeah.
They considered the entries that they received. They said really only 3 of them were worthwhile, and in fact, after public outcry, they selected those 3 for inclusion in an album which the minister is doing in honor of our 60th year of independence. But tell me how you feel about it. Should we be having one or shouldn't we?
Yes, we should be having one. I think the minister, the Honorable Babsy Green,
yes,
she buck. She's a bit tired, and festival is a lot of work.
Yes.
She reached to a point where she just can't manage, and because if we only have 3 songs, we still could go along.
We can still have a winner because it's only one winner we're looking for. But
exactly, because if you look on a racing calendar over a period of years, like we use the Saint Ledger in the racing field. Yes, sometimes it's only 3 horses, sometimes it goes down to 2.
Yes.
But they never decided to stop that particular event. The festival song means so much to Jamaican, especially to younger generations. It is, to me, it is a legacy, and I don't think the Honorable Minister should really put a crush on it. I am so disappointed with her doing such a thing. Coming out of a pandemic, we need that particular punch. We need that motivation to bring us back as a family, to bring us back as a Jamaican, our culture, and to say, yes, we just come out of a pandemic, but here we are again.
You know,
celebrating
you're making
beautiful event.
Yes, you're making.
I'm so disappointed.
You're making a huge point because you are highlighting that for you and no doubt for many others, the festival song is an important part of building national morale and of securing people inclusion in the independence activities. There are not many things that all of us can participate in, but if it is to listen to the song,
you could also put civic pride in it.
And yes, yeah. It's something that this administration is missing too often now for it to be regarded as accidental. They forget the people so many times. They just forget the people.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother. That's a well-made point.
That's a contribution.
It is an excellent contribution, and we thank you for it. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Morning, Pastor. This is the People's Banker.
Good morning to you.
The People's Banker.
Yeah, well, we come to support the last caller. Them take this festival stand competition and turn it politics. But imagine you coming out of COVID and all of those.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just push out something, make everybody can participate night, man. I understand how them people have. Them people can do everything in a garden house and Jamaica house.
Yes, it really is. You know,
and that is a bigger point you're making, you know.
Yeah, that scripture that I read about putting you're living in the heights and putting your nest in high places. It can't all take place there. The ordinary people must have a stake, must have something. Must can say, listen to my song, no matter how it sounds. When your child come in with some awful scribble and tell you his artwork, you celebrate it.
True.
No, the bigger head, them miss the point. Maybe them head get too big. Them miss the point. In fact, the radio station, them, everybody listen to radio. In fact, the radio station, them, I make the people and put in them votes.
They could have, they could do something. It can be done.
The whole island participating now. That brother will read the list.
Yes.
Be surprised when I read the list because all of the tune that me know, so I just start feel whole. Because when somebody like Miss Minette can say she don't know a tune, me I wonder to myself, say, what?
No, that might be because me limited in my listening.
Or when I was reading off the list of the Jamaican songs, I have it here too, you know.
not a problem if somebody has think about Aki and Starfish or they must think about
Listen to me.
That is not the point. The point is merriment.
But can I tell you, I was afraid that they were writing about gun and violence and something else. I didn't realize they were writing about symbols of nationhood or national thing. I didn't realize that. I thought it had to be.
Important point. I can understand that somebody would have looked at that song and say, no, them don't want a gun violence.
Right.
Understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying about
Aki and Selfish and Beach and Son. I don't know. I want to hear some of the songs. They've made me curious.
Hey, why you all of them, man? Come a musician and why you all of them because somebody make an effort.
Yes, yeah.
We must appreciate them. They pay money, you know.
Yeah, well, they said they're gonna refund the $1,000. They made it clear that, and I thought even that was a bit snide to say that they're gonna refund the $123,000. 123 entries, you know. So they're trying to say that, listen, man, you're not losing anything by take back your $1,000.
I told them a joke. That's the truth. Them not about music.
Yeah,
they put together that thing.
Yeah.
Them get how much friend help them.
Precisely.
How much people chip in the community and boost them up.
And you're looking forward to hearing your song on radio.
No, man, they miss the point totally, my man. Somebody must correct them and tell them it is not for them to do that. It's for the to push out the thing to the people. But the people them say them like this one and they don't like that one.
Well, People's Banker, if we could put up a site and run it, we would show that the people have within their reach the capability and the technology to do something that the government has refused to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So we should do something about it. Just a voluntary thing. Put your song here. Yes, my brother. Take care.
Blessings. We have another call online.
Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Hello.
Good morning, Rusty.
Yes, man.
Yes, you see, she pick up your voice first, and not me.
I pick up his voice all the time. I just don't say it.
Yes, my brother.
Pastor, Miss Minute.
Yes, sir.
Pastor.
Yes, sir. I hear you.
That was school, Miss Minute, you know, man.
What she do now? Me can't school her.
Them like you shall call a country boy, you see them. A man like you at town and country, man. So we call you, you know, put on town part, man. You never have town part and call you country man with her.
That's all right. That's all right.
I repent. Him don't have to scold me. I repent of it. All right, town country man. I repent.
My town and country man, that's her name, man.
Town and country man. All islander.
Yes, all around that.
Mm-hmm.
No. What I call to talk about, this is a.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can few or 3 or 4 or 5 person go in our room and go sit down and decide the festival song them?
Well, Rusty, what happens? They normally have a panel where go through the songs and select the top 20, then the top 10. But to just say that because you don't find any not have is wrong, as a lot of people are saying.
So why they didn't play the song them and make we hear
let us decide.
That's what people are saying.
Yeah.
No, me no hear none of song them, no miss.
Not one. Somebody said they heard.
If they go cancel song them without we hear the song them and listen to the song them. We supposed to play the song them, make we hear it and then we decide.
Yes.
Are we to decide festival thing, you know, not couple people go sit down in one room in a bus.
That is true, but you know, Rusty, what that has exposed, the fact that they vote in a way that displeases us tells us that they're always doing that. It's just that occasionally it don't please us. There are many things being done that we think are more inclusive than they truly are. It's just that it happened to coincide with how we feel. But on this day, we are rejecting it. And so we realize that is what they do.
All the time.
I'm not getting able to talk, you know, because my credit almost gone. So now I just turn on the radio and listen.
All right then, Rusty.
Yes.
All right, my brother. Thank you.
You know, it's interesting. I'm at a site. It says Edward Saga once stated that the main reason for the inception of the Jamaican.
Oh, good morning. You start to sing a festival song for us.
The festival make the float them go on.
Yes, sir.
Which one is that?
One,
Rascaldi.
yes, my people, 100 odd song and we can't find one.
Okay.
What a shame.
Yeah.
What a shame. But let me tell you something. When I think when I see nothing yet,
Mm-hmm.
and I see no boy in a dance.
Which year was that song?
No, that's a
That was
gymnastic.
Singer Stuart.
Yeah.
Uncle Benji.
Sit down, right here. Don't pan a stone. Pananana.
Yes, I know it.
Not check for the festival, make the float them go on. And about roast can. Fine, you can't find. But I'm bringing a song today, you know.
What's the song?
Memories don't live like people do. They always stay with you, whether they're big, good, and bad. It's something that. Let me tell you something. And I think, let me tell you something. Mr. Babsy, you alone on your panel can't decide. Put it to a referendum.
Well,
God, bigger man.
We decide.
I'm actually
the youth them nowadays. Them now no good music. Cause when sometimes garbage I hear out the road nowadays. Even the younger folks them know a talk about it. Say the music of yesteryear is better than what
they're hearing today.
Then you never hear them send people only. For the language, you know that out language that them always are cuss on the stage by people. But you never hear them stop an artist from ban him from come here and ban him from go there. So you understand?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. The thing I wash out. The thing I 100 and odd song.
123, and they finally say, "Well, we can put 3."
Just think about it.
Yeah.
100. And Ellen and Gussie them couldn't find one suitable song.
Yeah.
I wonder if we really are thinking.
To me, that says more about the limitations of the judges.
You know, it touched me this morning when I hear the young youth there talk and them say, no, it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
100? I not 10 or 20 we are talking about.
We know. No, man, it's deep. 123, which tells you that people are still interested. And, I mean, they're saying it's less than in previous years. But...
I'm a teacher. Oh, ticky, teacher.
You remember song there? I remember that too.
I am wondering if I'm saying, Lord, something wrong with my teeth.
I thought, what was he saying?
Oh, Chiquitita, it was one of them talking about the girl.
Something wrong with my teacher.
Something I wonder if I say, Lord God, something wrong with my teacher.
But it made the list.
Different. And we can go on and on and on. Sweet and Dandy a good song.
Yes.
Them music, them have the rhythm. Them have the rhythm. Toots the bam, 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 bam. You know,
what a bam, bam.
Yeah, so if we can get, you do a compilation of the 10 best long time year song. And put, yeah, but she said she won't have a competition. No, Miss Babsy, you alone and your panel cannot. I mean, all the while that but you cannot do
this time we're not taking it. Is that what you're saying? And you know, it's interesting that major things will happen in a country now and people rile about it, but they not go so far. But this music business here,
serious, it's at the heart of who we are.
Yes, it could be the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Nibs are come and nibs is a must. So anything for cut to get nibs there, it has to happen.
Yeah, well.
So no stay there. There's a little brother where him always a vote to come with the UIC business. Let me tell him about UIC now. Let me tell you about a party incoming.
Yes.
Boss, a party incoming don't just come so. It take 10 years or more to build a party. For come get victorious. It not just run over so.
Not without divine assistance. It's not an overnight.
Tell you this.
Yeah.
You never Bruce was in a viable party. When Tufton was in that party too. Douglas Chambers was in that party. Some great man, Michael, was in that party. Michael, forget his name.
You mean the movement? The party that's not a party but a movement?
No, man. Wait the name
NDM?
Wait the name again.
Oh, WPJ?
No, man. The party that Bruce was in before and him leave and come.
National Democratic Movement.
In the end, they said they were not a party; they were a movement.
That was more viable than any other party. That party, I think, if me said this is the man,
that one had a chance.
That is going to.
Yeah.
So, when him did there, animal, me not say him not for go out there and put out where I put out and.
You have to start somewhere, and you have to be prepared to take your licks.
Let me tell you, I have been here long, and enough me see come and go, and them not reach nowhere. Cause when you think them in the middle of the truck, them just a slide back. So
that sound like lyrics.
This morning, come like you can write a song.
No, but it look like so I forgot to write a song about nibs. Oh, we want some nibs. We want some nibs. And maybe that we get in the festival.
That can get into the...
No, but minute. I am still asking the question. 100.
Yeah.
23 songs. And you want to tell me, I saw Jamaica, I saw we're going backward.
I become bankrupt of creativity.
I think you're going to see.
I'm like Gussie Clark. And Ellen is the same one where the little girl that used to sing on TV. Now she become...
Elaine, yeah. I know Elaine, yeah.
Elaine. She work at the Edge.
Yeah.
And you are telling me, say, none of them, no, something wrong.
All right, we know that something is wrong, and I expect it to shift. Just like how Homer Davis backpedaled from his gangster police summit.
No, man, him sick, man. Something wrong with him, man. Him just drink something, man.
I think we'll see some change in a positive direction with this one. No, I think we will see a change in a positive direction regarding the festival song issue.
Now that the people come out.
Yes. But and we ask for that. We ask for them to hear and be responsive to what people are saying.
People them not sit down and wait on that no more. People now say a foolishness this.
Yeah.
The 60th, and you I got to tell them say not even one. Well, the writers everywhere I go, I am a Jamaican.
Hooray, hooray. What a festival.
All right, so we do have another caller.
In a room I cry. Mama say you know for white eye. Papa say you know for food. It's like you never been to school at all. And it's no wonder. It's a perfect ponder. While they were dancing in that ballroom last night.
I think that Minister Grange is going to rethink it just to stop people from singing on the radio.
Mr. Grange, wake up. But no want to play.
All right, please. Your song is noted, and the engineer is looking for it. Thanks very much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, sir. Jesus, have mercy.
Come sing with me.
Good morning and welcome to the Morning Connection. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning. I thought I heard like a plate drop.
Play the music.
I know that
dance
one. Play
like
the music.
reggae.
No, dance like Lego Beast. So you please get your Lego Beast dance going. All right. I think if only to stop Jamaicans from singing nostalgically on the air, Minister Grange is going to put something in place. Lowell said the Lego Beast dance would be like what King David was doing when his wife said,
give thanks and praises.
We are what, 25? How old were we at the time?
Well, 25.
25? Yeah. All right. Please remember, this is the point where you call us. So we don't have to. If we start talking about stuff and the phone calls start coming in, it then becomes challenging.
Yeah, but it's interesting. So let's go back to Siaga, who is accredited with starting festival. He said,
while you're looking for that, Sonny Blair says, I think the schools could be involved in the competition, doing some choir songs as well. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's a great idea. Mm-hmm. They have that all together sing thing that TVJ had, out of which came some really good local singers.
Like what's his name?
Chris Martin.
Chris Martin was one of them, and another one. Thing. But he says that the fest was to have something to mobilize the spirit of the people to celebrate after the long, arduous process of achieving independence in 1962. So he had said it, and then he says, One of my earliest memories is standing on my veranda with my thumb in my mouth, skanking to the year's festival winner. That was, as a
Who was
child.
that? Edward Seaga?
That's what he was
He was a
saying.
thumb sucker?
That's what he said.
Ah.
Somehow, year after year, the selection committee always managed to get it right, choosing just the right anthem to set the tone and mark the mood of the island. You alluded to that.
Mm-hmm.
The song literally becomes an auditory timestamp as to the economic, political, and social tempo of the island.
Right? Seaga is quoting me?
Yes.
I'm just being funny.
No, but it's true. But yeah, so it's person writing, and it has up to 2012 songs, and that's why I was able to do all of that. But the truth is, as you said, it brings together what is happening. It is reflecting the culture at the time. And I probably did the songs that came forward was not reflecting the narrative that they wanted to be at that point in time. But those songs would reflect what was happening.
Ooh, Delroy Henry just give me a cynical quote. Well, he says he believes Jamaica is heading in the wrong direction. He says political promises are much like marriage vows. They are made at the beginning of a relationship between two candidates and are quickly forgotten.
Wow.
That's very cynical. I did not forget my marriage vows.
Me neither.
And not quickly. Definitely not quickly.
Remember what it is.
Yeah, but I do take the point he's making. When you are in that place where you want to be chosen for something, you're prepared to do or say anything.
Right.
And then once you've got what you were campaigning for, the game changes very quickly. Now, we are knowledgeable enough to know that the game will change because in the real world, the pressures are different from when you are out there campaigning and taking up a basket of goods and saying, look what things are like and how what I left and what it's, and then you just never know what's gonna hit you when you actually sit in the hot seat. But we are working towards greater inclusion of the people in decision making, and this festival song thing here is a really easy, sweet. When I say sweet, I mean it's just perfect example of how you can get it wrong on an important issue, and people will come out and speak on it because nobody think they're going to lose their job because of the decision taken on festival song. But people want to be involved, so Minister, hear us and let's do something about it. People as well. We're going to take our break. It's 9 a.m. When we get back, please be sure to give us a call, or we'll just Pastor and I will find something to talk about where we'll play some festival songs
of the past just quickly and let people understand, ignite that passion again.
So we're on the break, Percy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Best FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
This is your beloved Pastor Percy from the Morning Connection. Support our commitment to Jamaica by joining us on Wednesday mornings at 7:30 when we pray for the nation. Show us you care. Advertise with us. For more information, call our offices at 876-276-8935.
One in. A hurricane we name. Are we rough? Whether we are man hurricane or woman hurricane. We want you to know that. We come here to mash up building, blow down things and death line. Flood out this. We no ram. We no respect no one. So no take no chance with we. Listen to Adprem and prepare. Hurricanes do happen, so be prepared. Yes, be prepared.
A message from the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management.
Hey, Best 100 FM and the SOS Children's Village of Stony Hill presents an auction and telethon on June 23rd, 2022. You don't want to miss the sweet deals on designer vintage items, appliances, art pieces, and more. Go to our Instagram page at SOS_Village_auction and bid on your favorite items. That's SOS_Village_auction. Place as many bids as you can until June 23rd, the day of the event. Call us on the day to make pledges and other donations. Entertainment by the Morning Connection team. All proceeds will go to the SOS Children's Village of Stony Hill.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-Time Taxi Service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
From anywhere at all, you can call us at 926-3866.
We are something special on the road.
The Morning Connection is not your usual talk show. We aim to stimulate discussion and chart new paths to self-empowerment. So please join us, Minette and Percy, on The Morning Connection, Mondays to Thursdays, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Best 100 FM.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best FM.
Uncle Benji inna the yard, sit down on a stone. Wife and picnic gone abroad, left him all alone. Wondering what kind of festival coulda make him stir for him old bone. Then I drop this a version inna the yard, sing a sweep and moan. So play the music, jump like Lego bees. Sip your waters, love your daughter, but play the music beat. Smoke your pipe and feel alright, but play the music sweet, sweet. No matter what you do, you can't get through unless you play the music. Bongo natty, down a race course, I sell rose can. Him no check the festival, make the float them go on. When this a version bust in him head from I was born, me never see so much people burn them finger for teeth was gone. Me say fi play the music, jump like Lego bees. Sip your waters, love your daughter, but play the music beat. Lick your pipe and feel alright, but play the music sweet, sweet. No matter what you do, you can't get through unless you play the music.
Good morning and welcome to the Morning Connection.
Blessed good morning to family.
Yes, sir.
I'm having some issues with my phone, so I'm gonna try and let's hope that it doesn't drop the call.
Sure.
That's the latest thing that is doing to me. But to the point, beloved Minette,
yes.
You raised the scripture in Obadiah earlier on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I wanna sort of come in on that line. Obadiah, and then the book of Nahum.
Oh yes.
Nahum chapter 1.
Yes.
Which begins, it says God is jealous. No, okay. That hits us. When we that's about the one time in the scriptures when the Almighty something like that. God is jealous. But I want to just say the Bible is a book full of symbolisms. And in an earlier contribution, I reminded that the Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I, he said that the scriptures are not to be for wasteful and useless debates going nowhere.
Oh, I endorse His Majesty completely.
Right, the scriptures are for our moral instruction. So
But back to the point of God being jealous at this point, at this particular point in time. Let me see now. God is jealous. Now, when we put that in our own, what do you call it now, local terminology, a man jealous because him figure say him a get born. You know what I mean? No, it is exactly something like that. God is jealous because it's the Almighty is saying,
have no other God besides me.
Precisely. But specifically, he's saying to a specific set of people, they honor me with their mouth, but their hearts are far from me. He says, woe to the rebellious host which seeks after someone else other than me, and things like that. So let us continue to identify not just this great stumbling block, but that prospect over which the Almighty is driven to say is jealous. Of course, the Almighty speaks of my people every so often in the scriptures. My people, my people. Who are these? Who is this? My people.
The ones who are called by His name.
Right, precisely. And because that strong emphasis is on this, my people, and my love for my people, and my everything about my people, then when the same my people fails to seek unto the Almighty, and not only not seek unto Him, but seeking unto His chief adversary. No, we can't get the jealousy higher than that. So let me go back to this identity of this great stumbling block. The Holy One of Israel, the Holy Spirit of Rastafari, the Almighty, has inspired or set or planned, I don't know how to describe it, but my walk through this valley of the shadow of death have been set in a manner to encompass all the major individuals here in Jamaica that one could say represent or seek to represent the voice, the face, the council, whatever, of Rastafari. Let me explain that a little clearer. All the major persons, and we all know them, we have to call the names. This is the age of information, and so the hills and the mountains and the princes and the kings, they are mainly in media, or if they are not workers with partakers in the media, then they interface in the media quite significantly. So as I don't have to call names as I'm saying, but I'm saying this. They all know that Rasman Vito knows that they are a fraud. It is a seat, what I refer to as guardians under law, coming to see or seeking to represent the Council of Rastafari in Jamaica. The so-called Rastafari Studies Center or whatever it is up at the University of West Indies.
We have another caller here, Ras. We have another caller here. So you need to bring your point quickly to a close. We have another caller waiting. All right?
Well, I think you may need to give me an opportunity to come into studio, you know.
All right.
Because,
it's how that works out. Yeah.
Yes. The The other morning I said that I dropped a rock. And since I have to conclude, I quite understand that the space is not here now.
Yes. Thank you for understanding.
But time is of the essence.
And you can call us back. Let's deal with the caller, and then perhaps you can just organize it tightly so you could call us back.
Hear this. Marcus Mosiah Garvey is the consummate agent of the scammer politician of Babylon.
All right, the call is breaking up now, so we're not even hearing you so clearly. So I suggest sort out the phone issue and then call us back so we can actually get the benefit of what you're saying.
All right.
Blessed Lord.
Thanks very much. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Connection.
Hi, morning. How you guys doing?
Very well, Corey. Good morning to you. How are you?
I'm okay, man. Well, I think I reached a place now that a recession is imminent. So the U.S. Central Bank raising it's planning to raise the rate by about 75 basis points.
75?
Their basis points. They're planning to go above their neutral rate. And I think it's the aim to not have stagflation, but to induce a recession.
There's a beeping on the line, Corey. Is it from your side?
Yeah, I think so.
What you doing? Reversing?
No, the key to the camera.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man. I think them inducing a recession to see if them can have a more softer landing or a short-lived recession. I heard Mr. Holness recently at the summit of the Americans saying that, boy, if the war continues in Ukraine, then more likely Jamaica would be going into a recession. I never knew understand complex matters, so he's the better than the finance minister.
Yes, it is, boy.
Well, you see, it was important for him to make that acknowledgement in that forum because he was also making the point that developing economies or emerging economies like ourselves need additional support to ride out the food shortages, the energy crisis, all of the upsets in the society, in the economy that follow a pandemic and a war that is in such a strategic location. So it's a different, maybe he doesn't think that Jamaicans are taking note of what he says when he's outside of the country. But to that audience, he was making a bid for better support to be given to countries like Jamaica. And you can only make a bid for that support by being realistic about the challenges that lie ahead. So while the Minister of Finance is in Jamaica saying one thing, when you're on a larger stage, you can't. I guess you can't continue. You can't continue to deny. Yeah.
But people said it a long time ago now.
I think where it fell down was saying that the pandemic has taught us that we need to have deeper linkages with tourism, which doesn't really make any sense.
No, it's a counterintuitive argument because if you have a recession, people are not going to travel because they have less money to go around. So when you are saying deeper linkages, they've been saying that for years, but have they really put the things in place to do deeper linkages and to widen the base of our economy in terms of food security and all of the things that we have a niche market in? So it's counterintuitive.
But it was a diversity argument. It was a diversity argument too, because I saw Crawford wading on it, Damian Crawford, and said he sells eggs to hotel when hotels close. No market for eggs. But the truth is Jamaicans eat eggs too. So a part of the tourism argument is to have a diverse product offering that doesn't focus solely on visitors who have to take plane and come here.
But that was always there now, but the market is not large enough to consume what you can produce.
I would go to a weekend. I would take a weekend every holiday every weekend if they had a product.
They did that, But
like in Las Vegas, where gambling is the business, so the hotel room free.
Okay, interesting.
Not all the time, but
yeah,
you understand what I'm.
But Corey is a point. But then, just on the bigger stage, from about January this year, guys have been saying with the US, if you continue at this rate, you put in money to help with the economy, then you put in more. You driving inflation. And they say, no, man, it is.
What to be honest, the problem that the US is having is not necessarily a problem we're having. The US is having too much money in supply. We don't have that problem.
Yeah, that's true. But then, what if the US sneezes? It affects us here, doesn't it?
Yeah, the US is our major trading partner.
Right.
Most of our exports go to the US, and the most of our imports is from the US.
Right.
Including our tourism
market.
sector.
Yeah, right. So, but people
And
are
also,
saying
I think this whole thing of the thing being put off, we need to look further into it. Is it that the country is running a bit short on funds?
For $3 million and for the all that is involved in arranging it, but they could have done it as a virtual. It doesn't have to be an expensive process to run a competition, a song competition, because it's not like they do a road show and you're taking all the contestants throughout the country. It's mostly what's played on air and then some inclusion on the few days of actual celebration. So it wouldn't, if you're having a party and you invite 2 more guests, you're having a party anyway. And they could have worked it into all the other festival events. No, it's something of an entirely different color that's taking place.
And I also believe that the finance minister will be reducing his surplus targets in time soon to come, and having more facilitative policies instead of the contractionary policies that he's having.
Okay, well.
And we need to get out of this word of growth at this time. We are still rebounding. We are not yet growing because we're not yet at the point where we were before the pandemic.
Right. That's correct. Yes. That's an important point. Yeah. So when they say with growth, it's not real growth. It's just rebounding, and you're trying to go back to where you were.
Getting back to first base. But I mean, even the World Bank, the World Bank has changed its forecast. For
and also the IMF.
Yeah,
everybody has changed their forecast.
Which, I mean, so the others are living in the real world, and we are somewhere in Nigel land.
Listen, I can coin that. Nigel's land, like Alice land.
Alice, yes, Wonderland. We're stuck somewhere with the minister telling us nonsense. Anyway, thank you, Corey.
I think a lot is on the minister's show right now, because he recently, Mr. Newman, spoke to the Minister of Energy about the gas vouchers, and he said, "Boy, that is something you have to take up with the Ministry of Finance."
Oh,
so I think a lot is on his shoulders.
Yes,
but he needs to do the things to get the economy moving. I don't believe that he's doing the things to get the economy moving.
So the 20 that affect the 80.
Yes.
Again?
The 20 that affects the 80.
Tackle the 20% big problems.
Yeah.
And the 80
because even the banks are crying now.
Oh.
And this government is a government that feeds the financial institutions.
The banks are crying, Corey. What are the banks crying about?
They say that they have to increase rates. Increasing rates mean less loans, and less loans mean less profits.
All right. Thank you, my brother.
All right.
Yeah, we have another caller we're gonna move to. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Connection.
The Barbados Prime Minister.
Yes, Honorable Mia Amor.
You know, somebody not too long sent me a speech
at the Americas
at the summit. Yeah, and she like a lot of Bob Marley words.
Clearly her favorite prophet.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, and Bob Marley is a disciple of Selassie the First.
And here Selassie is a
disciple of Christ. We have a thing, I think of a national anthem or something, we say, without vision the people perish.
Give us vision lest we perish.
Yeah. You see, it don't make no sense to worry about food from people. Have your people sit on an idle when them could be planting food for themselves. It don't make no sense. Make any sense?
No, it doesn't. But of course, you got to put them on land.
But the land is here. The land is here. It's not like we are here on land to drop from the sky. The land is here. You know, so you see, them lack vision. And them sit down and worry. You know, them lack vision. When the sense are going to make a next set of people are so close to your people, me and them sit down and do nothing. You know, get the machine and make them so they won't close. Them lack vision. You don't know where them go to school for.
So which ones are you talking about now? Are you talking about those who are sitting around? Are you talking about the leaders of the country who are setting policy and administering resources and so on?
Okay. Mislead. The leaders of the country I'm talking about that is misleading the people them.
All right, I got you.
Right.
I wanted to be sure because some persons say, you know, that there is a lot of personal responsibility for your own condition. You got to start with taking personal responsibility and not have the expectation that the leaders will have all the answers. For example, even with this festival song thing, more than one person, ourselves including that lot, have said the people need to take charge of it.
That's true.
Don't have to wait on Miss Grange and her group of 5 to tell us that music is to be included. Miss Grange and her gang of 5.
That's true.
Yeah, we can take charge of it.
Until we as a people do that, we will have a problem.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Because even if the leaders them really are say the right thing and not do the right thing, and the people them not taking responsibility, how far can they go?
Precisely. Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So yes, it's us all. We are all in the boat.
We
But
certainly
the captain,
are.
the Roman, and everybody have to be a part, you know.
Yes.
So everybody have to just do a good job.
Yes, sir. I agree with
You know?
that.
And just remember, sir, not because you're up at top, you are no better than those down there, because those down there are playing a part.
Yes, and sometimes.
And without them, your life would be much harder.
There you go. There you go. Because they provide the energy that keeps you in the position that you occupy. So it's never too late to remember that.
You say, I worship the God that the Bible tells me about, you know. And one thing I notice the Bible always a demand from mankind from the beginning till now. Obedience. Obedience. We need the people. Them people don't know where you come from, you don't know where you go. People don't know the creator who create you. It's like hard for you really guide your destiny in the right way, you know.
Yeah.
Because you don't know where you come from. You know, and when we sit down and listen to all different types of beliefs and philosophies and religions, to me, the Bible teaching stands out utmost. You know, and some of the main religion in the world also their beliefs and philosophies based upon of the Bible, even Muslims.
Yeah, same
people start
root.
to and start to bring in their own thing, but originally built up off of that.
All right, my brother, thank you so much. We have another caller on the line.
Yeah, so people.
They're listening.
Anyway, we're there. We are listening.
Thank you. All right.
Another call online.
Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
I have to make sure it's me, you know. Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning.
You know, talk to me again, you know.
No, man, may I talk to you? Why you would think that? Good morning, so how you do?
No, man. Maybe I should make kind of say some little things where counteract it sometime, but I just saw the world run, you know. Anyway.
No, man, me good, man. Me good. How you do?
Miss Minette.
Yes, sir.
Did you get any other song yet? The festival song?
The ones in this company? No, not yet. We just play the old ones.
We haven't told them where to send it, you know. I need to work that out with engineer and station people.
How can the government send it to on YouTube, or it's a private thing?
Well, I don't know what contestants or people who submit, they must submit under some covenant
or contract
or right, and I don't know what those provisions are. We can find out, and we should take steps to find out. But since the government has announced that they are canceling and they're going to refund, persons should feel free to take a different decision regarding how they use their song. But certainly we would need their permission to play it on air. So we would need to set up like a site where persons could upload their song under a certain
Yes,
understanding.
that's what I
And
mean.
then, yeah. So I was inviting the People's Banker, who is a technology man, to give some thought to a simple site that we could set up. Could even be an Instagram account, and they send up a sampling of their song, a 30-second or
Yeah, right. Something
whatever,
like that. Yeah.
and then we play them on a rotation. I'm just thinking about it as we go along. When we get off air, I'll find out from the engineer and others here how easily we could facilitate something like that, and then make an appeal. And if you know any songwriters, you tell them, listen, man, this radio station will play a song so people can hear just a sample of it.
I noticed one thing about this government. They're everything they try to do, it's about making money. I remember even sport, everything they take over, it's the plan to make money off it. Because even these statutes that they're making now, that I don't think is important for these young runners. I think they're doing it so that tourists can come to Kingston and look at them. Must be. Because all those money they're spending to build statue for Bolt and all these young girls, you build statue when they're old and dead and gone and something like that.
No,
Are you doing it when you're rich?
Are you saying that people must not be interested in making money? When they turn a church man like me,
Yeah, but you cannot put money in front of everything.
All right, we're in agreement.
That's
with
true,
that.
but you also don't dismiss it from the discussion. I think it's good if you can drive
Both of them.
revenue for communities. Well, I wouldn't put it in Kingston. In the communities where the famous athletes originate, you can do a park and something there, and maybe a cafe or that the community run and so on. I was disturbed when I passed by Banana Ground and saw a very dirty looking, peeling paint Banana Ground sign, and the athlete's picture was up on the wall. That's not how you want to keep it. So I think it is a great idea to put things in the community that commemorate
becomes economic activity
and
for the community.
and it builds up a little, and a nice community vibe and spirit around it. And if money is to be made, the community makes the money.
Right, the community makes the money.
Yeah, so that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, one more thing I want to talk about.
Yes.
Africa, Zimbabwe. That last leader in Zimbabwe that the whole world hated the West.
Yeah, and you liked him.
Who was it, that man?
Mugabe.
To me, that man was and is a hero. And
Why is that a hero?
It's a West that planted a bad picture on that man. The media. They use the media to make that man look like a vagabond. And it's not true. They do it with all the people that they don't like.
Yeah, well, that's the normal strategy. It happens right here in Jamaica, and I tell you, I tried to build a business with a Jamaican man who the government said he had adverse traces, and they not only demonized him and lock him out of the business, but they eventually shut down our business. All they did was create a smear campaign and make stories that, can't even say look like fact, because when exposed to light, there was nothing behind it. And a man is rumored to be in contact with persons who allegedly do. That's the narrative. We do it right here to one another, right here. So yeah, you're quite right, and I've learned not to accept it just because someone else says that it is so.
When Nelson Mandela was leaving politics, I'm wondering if he had left his wife to take over after him, if a lot of people would object and say, no, he's making it a family thing. Or he thinks she would be the best one to continue after him.
All right, we're going to ponder that while we take the break. It's 9:31. You staying with us, or?
No.
All right.
No,
Thank you, my brother.
Want somebody to call in and discuss that
then, right. Maybe even Pastor will take the bait.
All right.
Stay with us, please. We'll be right back.
100 on your dial. Keep listening.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-time taxi service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
From anywhere at all. You can call us on 926-3866.
We are something special on the road.
Looking to clean your vehicle super clean? 123 Clean Car Wash, located at 2 1/4 Osborne Road, Kingston 10. Entrance on Grove Road, below Tropical Battery. They wash and vacuum, undercarriage wash, engine wash, polish and compound, shampoo and detailing. Call them at 876-631-3400. 123 Clean Car Wash, the best in the business for a cleaner wash.
Believe me, it's so easy. 1, 2, 3.
Veg Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Haggard Park Road. Veg Printers, your best choice in printing.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats.
Good morning and welcome to the Morning Connection. Caller on the line. Go ahead.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, go ahead, sir. Good
Oh,
morning.
yes. I just like to say, the comparison between the Quran and the Bible, the Muslim book and the Bible,
yes,
is I don't like it or think they're similar. Also, the Christian God and the Muslim God are two different gods, because the Christian God says, according to the Christian God, the Christian God is a father. Mm-hmm. The Muslim God don't claim to be a father. He don't want to be a father. He's not a father. And the Christian God did beget.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, impregnate a woman.
Mm-hmm. Well, if he's a father,
and get a child. So that is the main difference between them, the two gods.
Okay, and you've been looking at both.
Yes, because I have heard many people in other places try to convince people say are the same God.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, but to me, from what I read, them is two different people. Them is two different
characteristics.
Realities.
Yeah, different characteristics are being attributed.
Character, that's the word. Yes, characteristics. Yes.
Yeah. It's not one of the things that I have studied or am knowledgeable about. So I take your word for it that they are understood and viewed by their different practitioners in different ways. So it don't sound like the same.
Yes. And lastly, it is very, very sad, I think, that we can't have a festival song since we were having it from the beginning of the independence, whatever that means.
Whatever it means.
Yeah. So since we're having it from the beginning, then it is very sad, and it shows a weakness, a deficit, and probably a corruption too.
Yeah, depending on
the 60th.
Yeah.
The 60th year.
Which we are celebrating as a major milestone. And the one thing that involved the grassroots people, we drop it.
Very, very sad.
Yeah.
And I wonder if Miss Babsy Grange don't have, she's in charge of 4 different agencies.
Yeah.
That's 4, that's big. Is it too much? Entertainment, gender, what the next one? Sports.
Culture.
And the next one?
Culture.
I remember the next one right now. But it maybe it's too much.
Yeah, it's called culture, entertainment, gender. Where is youth, by the way? I think it's youth and culture.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
youth
it is too much.
Sports, I think.
Yeah, maybe it is too much. One person said they think she's tired.
Yeah, I mean, she's only a superwoman. How much can a superwoman do?
Even a superwoman, how much?
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, I won't take you on with that.
All right.
All right. Thank you for calling. All right. So we get a little moment to talk about what's going on with the diaspora conference. I did see an invitation for persons to register. It seems naturally it's a virtual conference, so you can eavesdrop or get in and maybe even participate in a conversation. Important things for Jamaicans to bear in mind: the diaspora remains interested in having the right to vote. Now, the truth is, because you can maintain dual citizenship, you can continue to vote even though you are living outside Jamaica. And there has been a discussion taking place concerning what the law says. The Representation of the People's Act says voters should be persons ordinarily resident in Jamaica in one community or another. So you can be registered to vote for an MP. And specifically, the process to get your voter's ID requires home visitation and confirmation of your address and so on. So somebody must be able to verify that you live there. Persons who are living abroad and who slip in and out to vote don't qualify as being ordinarily resident, and it would require an amendment of the legislation to allow them to treat it that way. But the question remains, who should be voting and selecting the leaders of this country? The people who live here and have to put up with them, or the people who are abroad and can support campaigns and so on, make a financial contribution? I really think the people who live here are the ones who should have the right to vote. I don't readily see that it would be reasonable for people living in the diaspora to impose a government on us that they don't live with. What do you think, Percival?
It's a vexed question because they can say that they make significant economic contributions back to the country, and I think that's what they're saying.
So can America?
No, but in but
Well,
in other countries,
that give you a whole heap of aid and all those things, and we resisted.
but
We said just because
no,
you
but
help
I
us
said-
out don't mean that you can rule
no,
us
but in terms of other countries, allow for people overseas.
under certain conditions.
to
They
vote,
have their conditions, and some of it might mean that you have to be paying tax.
Yeah, so you are saying that would be the condition would allow people to vote if they might pay tax.
Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, in regards to people who is overseas voting,
What's your vote?
my belief is if you don't live here, you don't vote here.
Even if you pay money, pay taxes.
But that's just as bad as selling
No.
your vote.
If you don't live
You
here,
don't
you
sell a
don't
vote.
vote here.
Yeah, that.
You live somewhere else, try and vote there. Don't
Yes.
vote here.
Yes, I
Okay.
think so too. I think you should not impose a government on me that you don't live with.
You're
And-
making
and
it
we
sound
have-
like they have such a significant swing in terms
Listen,
of the
about
vote.
3 million of them.
but most of them now want to
and
come
they're
out to vote.
likely to be more disciplined than the rest of us who are here who don't show up and vote.
Oh, I see. Is that a good thing?
What I would encourage Mr. Percy and Miss Minette, the diaspora to do, if I was Andrew Honest, even though I bash them and the TNT, what I would do is set up a private bank here and encourage all diaspora from UK, all over Europe, all over America, South America to send their money to wire transfer their hard currency to this private bank, so we could have a lot of exchange.
Oh, but you tell me, you see, when the argument now make no sense to me. You want my money, but me not have no right for way you do with my money. That's what you're saying?
No, their money is gonna be secured here.
For what? Just sitting money not working, don't make any money for you, you know. And these people.
No, it would be an investment.
Oh, so you're saying you can invest here to move the development forward, but I won't get the vote, which is the most important thing. As somebody reminded me this morning, at a point in time, you had to have a penis in order to vote. You remember that?
And land.
And land.
Yeah, just like it is now, you have to be rich to own a firearm license.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I want to talk to him about both of you guys. Me used to watch, used to listen, my man named Mr. Perkins when I was a teenager.
Yes.
You know? Maybe when I was a little much younger, I used to hear a little bit of Miss Blue Dan, you know. And they are dead and gone now, and you know, we hear other talk shows hosts coming up and things. At the end of this program, I would like to see you, Miss Minute,
yes,
and Mr. Percy make a contribution to the society in terms of if you guys are in the councils, you can pass laws based on your knowledge of what the people is. You get some feedback from us, the scholars.
Yes.
You can make some laws for us.
You know, that is my greatest ambition too. Thank you for endorsing it.
To do it.
Yeah, man. Because at the end of the day, we talk. Because the politicians here, you know, they know that we talk, but we don't take no action, you know.
Yeah.
We're starting.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for that suggestion. We have another caller on the line and we're close to wrapping up. So thanks for calling us back.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Bye. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Connection.
Man, again, it's me, the People's Banker. One question.
Yes.
I followed the election thing over the years and I see that a reducing number of people are voting.
Yes.
Miss Minute, you're a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the threshold that the system break down and the government is forced to say this thing is not working? Is there a threshold? It can go down to
there's no threshold established in the law, but in order for you to register a political party, you need to have 500 members.
So you could have said at least five. I use that as a gauge.
So you could know that the party loses its standing if its membership falls below 500. So it should be, but I don't believe that there's anyone who checks.
Well, it's funny because, you know, me never vote yet. Principally because, you know, we are Rasta, we don't see nothing in the party, then we don't see no redemption. All we see is those pure bag foolishness and beat up poor people. But now, there must be something in the system because if we think like that and other people think like that, and everybody get disenfranchised and people are said, so make them go and do what they must do. If I know, it might get away bad that it explodes, so you must have a valve. There is no valve there, mama.
Well, listen, man, there's always a valve. Remember, you know, the fact that we don't legitimize it or codify it or you know, give it a name doesn't mean it is absent or it don't exist. What we're seeing now is the valve at work because with 21% having shown up to vote and a government in place that is exercising all the powers of a government that is voted in by landslide turnout, we are waking up and realizing that when we don't show up, we've got to live with whatever comes across the pike. Now you're getting a massive outcry for all kinds of changes. Let's see what the people do because we continue to maintain that we are a democracy, which means we go to the polls, we use some system of selecting a government that is inclusive, that is fair, one man, one vote, and that is what we have practiced for a long time. It has given us what we have now. Let us see what we're going to do in another, 2024, when we are going to be back at the polls, or even before then. Even before then, as the pressure mounts and people realize that the administration of public resources is creating greater hardship than it should. It's the nature of things, you know. It's going to get MAGA somewhere and pop. We don't want civil unrest. And even programs like what we have here play a part in helping persons to organize their thoughts and their resistance and their acts of resistance or their acts of intervention so it can be done in the right way. And there is some legal foundation that persons can trigger to bring about the kind of change. But those are not things you talk about on air because a certain reading of it would mean it is seditious. Inciting people to break laws, but
we look at it now from a more conscious perspective. You have certain big people. You know, me I talk about the big head and the big people because we grow with them kind of thing there.
Yes.
You have some people who in a position who should have come out like him, the Governor General now. What is his role? He's supposed to come out and say 21% can't work. Because out of 20%, it's 11 or 12% of the people decide the whole thing.
Well, he represents the monarchy that don't believe in elections.
Well, X him out then. Come with another person. The ombudsman. Somebody must you know these people, Miss Minute. Who is there that to protect those kind of things which is in conscience?
We gotta do it for ourselves, my brother. There's no because all of what you would call the bigger heads are government appointees, and the opposition, the parliamentary opposition, has a role to play. But if it is not standing in a position of strength and excellence, which if it were, you would have had a better turnout at the last elections. So when those other systems fail, then we gotta come up with it.
Looking for this next system because media have not picked me. I mean, not seen my father and my mother fight over KP and JLP. I mean, no from that why they say that can't work, it can't right. And then now we come up as Rasta youth and the elders them warn us that we stay away from it. But no,
gotta get involved.
Them take it too far.
Yeah. Well, we have to bring it back.
We have to bring it back.
We have to bring it back. All right, my brother. Thank you so much. Have a good day. All right. May I just say thank you. There are all kinds of things going on the chat, Percival. Even the word tsunami is there. Delroy Henry, use your word, tsunami. But thank you all for participating in this morning's show. We want to close out with some music. One of our callers asked for the Memories song, but I know that we have another festival song lined up. And if you know any of the contenders for the festival song competition,
send it come.
Yeah, man, have a word with us. Call Best 100 FM. We're going to find a way to do something so Jamaicans can know that the Aki Sun, Sea and Beach
still at work.
that is still a recipe for enjoying music and the independent celebration such as they are. Thank you to the crew in the house and those of you online, on air, wherever you are. We bless you for having journeyed with us this morning. Pastor Percival, thank you again. I know you're on vacation. Well, I'm going to get you a vacation wardrobe because you know what? The bush jacket and the tailored pants don't look very vacationish. We need to get you some shorts and pullovers and maybe a cap.
And a Hawaii shirt.
I think about it.
We're
going to fix up Pastor Percy. Hawaiian shirt.
A Bermuda
shorts and Hawaiian shirt. Well, you know what? That is a picture that I want to erase it from my mind. Have a great day, everyone.